it is time for motors. And adaptive SnoCross is so very, very special. Thanks to our friends at Loctite for helping us bring you this SnoCross adaptive event. The sleds are very special. Here's Tess Sewell.
Well, last year when Doug Henry came into Winter X Games, his Yamaha had a regular seat on it. He was strapped into that seat with just a piece of webbing. Take a look at this. This year he has carbon fiber, titanium, and what an incredible device. Allows him to move from side to side, and that really is helping Doug on the course. It's just phenomenal what these adaptive athletes are showing up to Winter X Games with, Paul.
And my good friend Doug Henry, who has, of course, raced here prior to his injury. What a great guy. Well, you are about to see studies in human courage. Let's meet the racers in adaptive.
Jeff Tweet, Thief River Falls, Minnesota, L1 spinal cord injury.
Jesse Gildy, Des Moines, Iowa, T4 complete paraplegic.
Dave Turner, Salem, Oregon, below the knee amputee.
Jim Wozni, Merrill, Michigan. I am a left above knee amputee, as well as 2.5 weeks ago I severely dislocated and broke my left wrist.
Doug Henry, Torrington, Connecticut, T12 paraplegic.
Chris Epting, Elgin, Minnesota, paralysis to upper right extremity.
EJ Poplowski, Rutland, Vermont, above knee amputee.
Mike Schultz, Pillager, Minnesota, above the knee amputee.
And of course, that guy, Mike Schultz, is going to be the guy to watch. He's the gold medalist from last year. 4 laps, and here we go.
Looks like Doug Henry on that 4-stroke got to the corner first.
Henry on 19, his traditional number, only 4-stroke in the field. But now he's being challenged. He drops back into second place. Gildy takes the lead, 5:17.
This uphill section, again, really tough, but it's awesome to see these guys. These guys were able to do all the sections except the big jumps, and I think if we would have let them, they probably would have tried it.
They would have given it a shot. And many of these guys you also saw in Summer X at the Moto X competition as well. You hear those injuries, the nature of those injuries, and yet here they are. One person off, that's the 767 of Wanzi, who, by the way, is going to get surgery this week, and he's here.
He figured it'd probably be a good idea to do X Games before going to get that wrist fixed.
In case you have anything else that you know, that's all. These guys are amazing. And what they do with the machines to get them to be able to compete like this. Mike Schultz, he's the leader now. Henry is into second.
I was watching Mike in practice. He looked so smooth in all these rhythm sections. It's hard to tell that there's anything wrong with his leg.
Mike Schultz, of course, before his injury as well. A fine competitor in X Games as well. Right, Tess?
Oh, yeah. Monster Mike was always a great in SnoCross. But the amazing thing is that he has designed his own knee. And when you take a look at this prosthetic, it's just incredible. He's manufactured the knee, and it helps him all the way around the SnoCross course. He said the only thing he finds tough is setting up for the corners. He hasn't quite figured out how to make the knee for that yet. And coming soon, he's actually going to be selling these things to other amputees.
Yeah, an amputation above the knee for him, though he was a medalist in his heyday.
He hosted his SnoCross clinic in 2010 of this year for other amputees, which is so cool.
They head for the halfway point, and Doug Henry and Jeff Tweet have been fighting it out for second place. You see them come over the roof back there.
You might recognize that sled that Jeff is riding. Jeff
looks familiar.
It does look familiar. Jeff is actually riding one of Tucker Hibbert's practice stock sleds.
Doug Henry on 19. Poplowski on the 76 sits in fourth. Tweet now up into second place has resolved that battle.
Wow, did you
Look at that? Oh, man, that is a nice ride for Wanzi.
That was Wozni. He's coming back. He was in third and then had his get-off. He is coming back with a vengeance.
And that's something to do in adaptive, to be able to get back and get back into competition. Mike Mike Schultz, followed by Jeff Tweet, then Doug Henry. Those are your top three. Gold, silver, bronze is what they're looking for in adaptive. We go back to the leader. That's Mike Schultz on the number 5 right there.
I saw Mike at Summer X Games this year and talked to him a little bit about how he has been able to adapt his equipment to his injury. And it's really amazing having the input by building his prosthetic by himself. That really makes him adapt to his equipment really well.
Well, that's it. Not just the sled, but that he designed to build his own prosthetic just so that he could do this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it just proves you cannot take the racer out of the racer.
Absolutely. So Mike Schultz is out in front. Jeff Tweet, who is reputed to be one of the great fabricators of our time, sits in second place, and Wanzi has now moved up into third place ahead of Poplowski.
He was shown in that 7th position, so he's storming through this field.
These are the adaptive racers. Amputees, paralysis, and above all, courage. They love their sports. They're going to stay in it no matter what happens to them.
Well, we're going to have a battle for this second position coming down into the final lap here between Wozni and Tweet.
Mike Schultz out in front, the only athlete to win X Games and winner X Games gold medals in the same year. His gold's coming, of course, last year as the winner of the gold here in adaptive. Last year it was Schultz, Wanzi, and Doug Henry. Right now it's Schultz, Tweet, Wanzi. They're on the final lap. SnoCross adaptive.
To see the lap times that Mike Schultz is putting down, I'm glad I'm not out there. He'd be making me look silly right now.
Yeah, 77, well, that's the interval from, but yeah, he's been laying them down. So working the last lap. Mike Schultz, is he on his way to gold again? It sure looks that way. The Tucker Hibbert of adaptive if it keeps going this way.
Yeah, boy, he looked so solid on his sled and was so confident in the course.
And there it is, gold medal for Schultz. And now you look for the 177 of Tweet to come across the line. In second place, looking for the silver medal. Wanzi is looking for the bronze. Neither one appear to be under contest right now. Well, Wanzi and Tweet were pretty close together just a moment ago.
Wozni did get around Tweet for that second position.
So Wanzi now gets into second. Tweet drops to third. That's worth a bronze medal, that pass on the last lap, assuming that he can hold on to it. But
here comes back.
Tweet. Look at that. On the last lap, the 177 of Tweet comes back into second place and takes the silver. And, wow, Wanzi, the bronze.
Some last corner drama there.
Position change on the podium in the very last corner. These guys have the spirit. They have the courage. When you talk about a hero, that's what we're talking about.
Wow, that was an awesome race. For Wozni to be able to come back from 7th and battle for the second position is great.
We'll go back and take a look at that last lap, because that turned out to be good. This is Tweet and Wanzi. That's Wanzi out in front right now.
Looks like Jeff actually just committed to the double-double section and pulled by.
And that gives the silver over to Tweet. Wanzi gets the bronze. And this is our gold medalist for the second year in a row in adaptive, Mike Schultz. He's carried that smoothness over from his other days into a nice run here and to gold medal, Tess Sewell.
Monster Mike Schultz, here you are again in the gold medal position in adaptive. How do you feel?
Oh, I love it, man. This race is so fun. You know, all the competitors out here. I'm just having a blast, and I can be back out here again.
You know, one of the things we were talking about here on the telecast is the fact that you're not just out there racing, you're also helping your fellow competitors. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's, you know, I know the feeling I get when I can get out and do the things I love to do, and I love helping the guys, you know, get out so they can feel the same thing I'm feeling. And, you know, it's just awesome seeing these guys just pushing the limits.
And there you have it, guys, a second gold medal for Mike Schultz.
Congratulations, Mike. And speaking of gold medal, how about Tucker Hibbert? Is he looking at yet another gold, number 6 and 5 in a row? We're about to find out.